when life throws you down, it's not always easy, it's not always pretty, but you better well get up, because it's not the one that finishes the prettiest, it's the one that crosses the finish line.
Someone who I've known for quite a long time, going all the way back to our high school days in Lithia Springs, Georgia. We were actually high school classmates together. She is younger than me. I'm much older. But Tara and I have known each other a long time. She was a CNN celebrity stylist, or celebrity stylist to the stars for about 20 years. Has had many other businesses and worked through the Gemstone Shopping Network, and just a really great person, very energetic person. She is also the owner and publisher of Our Town Monthly. So she has some copies up here today, so if you guys want to pick up a couple of those and talk to Tara yourself. It is my honor to introduce our speaker for January's MBA Luncheon, Ms. Tara Hill Hanover.
Hey guys. I am super excited to be here today to be the first keynote speaker for the Marietta Business Association. And I got really emotional a few minutes ago when Michelle was talking about the day of her diagnosis, and because very soon after that she let me know about it and then asked if I would be the keynote speaker because it's going to be the year of perseverance. So it is beyond an honor for me to be here today. And if I get choked up, that is why, but I will keep on moving because, again, it's about perseverance. So I am Tara Hill Hanover, as Greg said, born in Keystone Hospital, went to Lithia Springs High School, and I have to say, I feel lucky, I feel blessed, I feel excited about everything going on right now in my career. I am a full-time host at the Gem Shopping Network. For those of you who don't know what that is, probably most of you do not, it is a jewelry shopping network 24/7. And it really helps you go to sleep at night because all it is a spinning wheel of jewelry all day, all night. And I'm the annoying voice on it. And if you read any of the Facebook comments, people let me know. I had to turn the volume down. This host is driving me crazy. But I have to make sure that people want to buy and not fall asleep. Also, again, I have owned Our Town Monthly since May of 2020, and it has been such a remarkable ride. Before that, I was a contributor for Our Town Monthly. I have written for many, many magazines, national, international, and the opportunity came up when I was actually given a retirement package from CNN after 22 years of being there. I was given the opportunity to be an owner and a publisher, and I thought, wow, okay, my best grade was in Spanish, my worst was in English. Yeah, why not be a publisher? That sounds like a great idea. But all jokes aside, I always have lived by the saying, if you see a great opportunity, grab it fast, but then pedal hard, because whatever you do, do it all out. And that's what I've done my entire career. I am also a wife and a mother of 3, and that is by far my biggest and best accomplishment, and by far the hardest thing that I do in a day. Balancing 2 jobs, 3 kids, a husband, 95-year-old grandfather, my mom lives right down the road. We are just a crazy, wacky bunch, but I'm glad to be part of it. So, since today's about perseverance, and I feel like those of you who are not followers of me on Facebook or Instagram, feel free to join. It's Tara Hanover. I would love to see you follow my journey. But what you see there, what you see on my social media, what you see when I come here is the glitter, right? Everybody that shows up, you bring the glitter, right? You show up in your best duds, you show up, you know, when someone says, how you doing? You immediately reply, good, how are you? Right? Great, how you doing? Now, it's not always great, right? It's not always good, but no one truly wants to know how you're doing, right? No one, how long you got, right? How long do you have? You really want to know how I'm doing? Let's sit down, grab a piece of pie, okay? But we're talking about perseverance. And I wanted to quickly look up what the exact definition of that is before I started going. Perseverance is doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Perseverance doesn't happen when everything's going your way. That's not when you see perseverance. Perseverance is when you are pushing and pushing and pushing. And sometimes it gets harder than that. I was thankful that we said a prayer before the meeting started, because I really truly believe this. When God's about to hand you something huge is when the devil stops to knock you down. When something amazing's about to happen. Now, your devil might not be wearing a red jacket and horns, right? Okay. Everybody's got a different devil, right? Your devil may show up differently. But right before something amazing's about to happen, right before you're about to break through, that's when it seems like it's the hardest. Dang! Why does that happen? But it seems to always happen that way. So the topic that I'm speaking on today is the grit behind the glitter. Because I think a lot of people, when they see me, they think, gosh, wow, what a cool life. You talk about jewelry, you dress, you wear heels, you publish a magazine, you're always happy, you're so fun. And you know what I will say? I am so fun. I'm fun. But you know what? It has not been without grit. It has not been without perseverance. And last year I spoke about my professional journey. So this year, I'm going to talk about my personal journey. I'm going to talk about my journey before the glitter. I'm going to talk about my journey without the heels. We'll talk about my journey before I learned how to do my hair. No earrings. Okay, not gym shopping. We're not talking about gym shopping. And Michelle told me today, you know what? She couldn't get her lashes on. Guys, it's about to get raw. Okay? I didn't even fix my nails before I got here. You know what I did? I ripped the rest of them off. Because as someone who works at gem shopping, my nails are always on 10, okay? Because I'm also a hand model. Look at this 5-foot girl. They said I'd never be a model. Look at me now. But I thought, you know what? If we're about to get gritty, by God, we're going to get gritty, okay? So 45 years ago, I was born at Keynote Hospital to a 20-year-old, super scared, single mom. And my dad said, oh no, I don't have a daughter at Keynote Hospital. Nope. So my mom was in it alone until he decided to be part of my life. And then when I was 2, he got killed in a car accident. Now, I'm not telling you my story for y'all to feel sorry for me at all. I'm telling you this story because there's always a story. There's always grit behind the glitter. So my mom, being scared and feeling like this little girl needed a daddy, she married this man. Do you ever watch the show Dog, the Bounty Hunter? Did you know that was a real job? Okay, that's what this guy did. And after they were married for about 5 minutes, I have no other words, but all of a sudden my mom realized he was a wackadoo. I mean, crazy. So we, like a Tori Spelling Lifetime movie, had to literally pack whatever we could, and we had to run. we had to move in with family where he had no idea where we were. Somehow, my mother made it an adventure. I was not afraid. I didn't know to be scared. My mom worked full time and was dealing with this maniac, dropped me off at daycare at 7 a.m., picked me up at 6 p.m., and I had no idea. This guy was giving her threats, not only of her job, but of her life. He was even calling her. Now I know we are a room full of parents. I can't even imagine. He would call her and say, I'm watching Tara right now on the playground. She's wearing jeans and a green shirt. She won't be there when you get there to pick her up. Let me tell you something. That daycare had me under lock and key. My mom had to work. There were notes all over the daycare. It said, Tara Hill is not allowed to go home with anyone except her mother and 2 others. Now, I was 4. I could not read anything. Let me tell you what I saw, and this will tell you a whole lot about my personality. I was like, dang, nobody else has their name all over the school. My name was in the bathroom. My name was in the library. My name was in the cafeteria. My name was all over. I was like, I must be pretty darn special because I am the only person in this building with my name all over the building. So that's one of those moments that I think about that was just, it could have been so tragic for me, but it literally helped build my confidence at a young age because of the way my mother handled that. Moving forward in life, I realized that I was not necessarily going to be the most scholarly. I think the school realized that as well. I talked a lot. I was very social. And in high school, all of a sudden there was a meeting between my mother and the principal, and they said, you know, I think it was after I took the SAT. They were like, I think maybe Tara should drop from college prep and go into the vocational side of things. Even had I been Greg's age, where are you, Greg? We would have never been in the same classes. Let me tell you something. I feel certain you were a great student. But what they did realize is if I dropped down to the vocational path, there was this opportunity. They needed a speaker for the school to go to all the mayor offices to speak in front of everyone and give the declaration. Now, they realized this because they couldn't move me far enough away from anyone to stop talking. They would take me to the hall, and I would still disrupt those people in the class next door. At that time, they saw my strength. Even at the time that I had no idea what my strength was. So, graduation comes. I was about to apply to colleges. Not one college accepted me because I had dropped from college prep to vocational. So I ended up going to a 2-year school. Guys, I loved every second of it. Loved it. Because every part of it, guys, is a journey. It's not about what I didn't achieve. It's about just keeping on moving forward. And then I did get accepted to Georgia State. And I loved it. At this point, guys, I was already at CNN. I had the most untraditional walk ever. So that was my journey through school. Nothing was ever standout. Nothing was ever stellar. Nothing was like what you would think, oh yeah, there's Tara, she's about to be a superstar. Nobody would ever think that. So I think every inch of my life was a lesson for me about perseverance because nothing came easy. Grades did not come easy. There were challenges every step of the way. I then met my husband, got married, had 3 kids. And I have to tell you something. My daughter, my 15-year-old, she deals with anxiety. She's about to leave in 2 years, and she's scared to death about going to college. She is scared to death. And I have to make sure that she knows that she's going to be fine. And I'm worried sick about her also. She's also super sad that she doesn't get invited to the cool people parties because she doesn't make the same decisions that they make. So she doesn't get invited not because they don't like her, but because she knows, because they know she's not going to make the same decisions that she makes. Now I have a 12-year-old who's cooler than me, cooler than you, cooler than you. She just started middle school, and dang, I'm scared to death she's going to throw the parties. Okay? So I have to deal with that. I have an 8-year-old that works super hard to not even be on level. He's got ADHD, he's got sensory processing disorder, he's got auditory processing. He works super hard to still not be on level. When he comes home at night, he unleashes on me. And super hurts my feelings sometimes because I think I'm really supportive. But every time I take him to therapy, you know what they say? Tara, I hope this doesn't hurt your feelings, but I feel certain that you too have ADHD, sensory processing disorder. I'm like, you think? They're like, you maybe should go see somebody. I'm like, yeah, put that on my book to schedule. I'll do that with all my free time. I tell you all this again because all of us show up here to network. All of us show up here to build our businesses. We all show up in the glitter. We all show up with our best foot forward. But nobody really knows what's going on behind that glitter. You have no idea what someone's pushing through when they show up here because we're giving our best foot forward. Something else I'm dealing with right now, and this is very relatable, I'm sure, to many of you. My 95-year-old grandfather, he's the definition of perseverance. He never got a high school diploma, but he ended up being chief in the Navy and retired from the Navy. He then went on to retire from terminal freight and handling. He then went on to retire from Tillman Methodist Church. He lost a son, both his parents, his wife of 65 years, and on December 21st, he was diagnosed with COVID, put in the hospital, put into a rehab. We just brought him home. Praise the Lord. He is literally my hero in life. He is literally my mentor. This man, when no one else was there for me, that's my dad. That's my heart. And I had to bathe and wipe him right now while still keeping his dignity. Let me tell you something. There's lots of lessons we learn in our personal life that carry us through in business. And I feel like right now I'm learning a big one. I'm learning how to keep his dignity, how to celebrate him, and how to still make him feel like the strong, amazing, courageous man he is, as I'm now having to take care of him. But he took care of me all those years, and he's the one that taught me when life throws you down, it's not always easy, it's not always pretty. You can stay down for a second, but you better well get up, because it's not the one that finishes the prettiest, it's the one that crosses the finish line. And that might be a belly flop, but you get back up one more time. And I feel like each and every one of us that come here every month, you don't always feel like it. You don't always feel like getting up and pulling it together, but we do it because it's important for our business, it's important for our relationships, it's important to get up one more time. At the end of my days, after I have been in hostage negotiations with my children, sometimes over baths, homework, literally sometimes I feel like I'm pleading, like, please just get in the bath on, please. After I've washed my grandfather, taken care of him, then I, at 11 o'clock, have to get in the shower and get ready for my day, because that's when my day starts. 11 p.m. I get in the shower, I get on the lashes, I start the glitter going. I drive into work at midnight. I set up for a jewelry show, because don't y'all know 20,000 people who want to buy a diamond-encrusted alligator at 3 a.m.? Yeah. I get to work get the show started at 3 a.m. and I'm live on air for 6 hours. And I have super high show goals. Anything from $60,000 to $250,000 that I have to meet. And let me tell you something. There's not many people that want a diamond encrusted alligator at 3 o'clock in the morning. But more often than not, I cross that finish line. And it's because I keep a positive attitude. It's because I'm relatable. It's because I talk to people and I just try to be myself and I try to be the best I can be everywhere I am. Whether I'm a mother, whether I'm a granddaughter, whether I'm the publisher of Our Town Monthly, or whether I'm selling the craziest thing you've ever seen wrapped in gemstones at 4 o'clock in the morning. I do my best, guys. And I have to tell you, I am here at 45 years old with the most incredible career that I feel super blessed with. And it's not because it's easy. Some days are super hard. I feel incredibly blessed because I have an amazing family that supports me. And that also is super hard some days, especially, again, when I'm negotiating with an 8-year-old is no joke, people. No joke. And I feel super blessed to have my 95-year-old grandfather who literally has taught me every single thing that I know. And I know I'm lucky that he's still here with me. And I'm lucky and I'm honored. And it is a privilege to me to be able to sit there and watch him and help him and be with him. And I'm really honored to be with you guys today. I am so thankful that you guys let me speak to you today. But here's what I want you to think about. Just before something super amazing is about to happen, that is truly when the grit hits the fan. And that is when you have to choose to get back up one more time. Because it's never going to be easy. Because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be at your level if it was easy. But nobody promised it would be easy. No one promised it would be pretty. But guys, it is so worth it to just get up one more time, to push through. I challenge you, 2023, to be the year of perseverance, even when it's hard, even when you don't want to get back up one more time. And I will be here with you. These folks will be here with you. And I'll tell you what, this is the most supportive business association that I have ever been to. Like Michelle said, I could not believe it. I could not believe the support that they give you, not only professionally, but personally. And I appreciate each and every one of you for having me today. And I hope to see you for the rest of the months ahead. Happy 2023, everybody.